day, my friends. My name is Tracy Repchuk, and I'm the host of Reach Millions TV, an entrepreneurial lifestyle and learning channel, where I will educate and introduce you to some of the greatest powerhouses in their fields. Now, as an entrepreneur for over 37 years, I've had the good fortune to appear in Forbes over 27 times, speak in 39 countries, appeared on NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, won awards from the Senate, the Assembly, the White House, and President Obama, written 9 #1 international bestsellers. And from that journey, I have reached millions with my message. So I wanted to make sure you knew how to do this too, with specialized trainings and by introducing you to the people that can help you find more leads, make more sales, and reach millions with your message. You can find out more about me at tracyrepchuk.com and reachmillionsacademy.com. Now, today we are taking a journey to one of my favorite places, and that, of course, is YouTube Made Easy, where you can be promoting your authority, your credibility, and your status. Alrighty. And of course, to connect with me, you can go to youtube.com/Tracy Repchuk, and we can continue, and you can see some of the strategies and tips that I'm going to be teaching you today. All right. So did you know that YouTube reaches more adults than any cable network? There's over 500 hours of video, which is uploaded every minute. There's 5 billion video views a day. More video is uploaded to YouTube in 1 month than the 3 major US networks created in 60 years. There's over 700 YouTube videos that are shared on Twitter every minute. 82% of the viewers are over the age of 45, and it is the preferred video platform for older consumers. The average viewing time is 40 minutes from mobile, and Google paid $1.65 billion for YouTube in 2006. And given the fact that they make, over $5.5 billion in ad revenues, I would say they got a pretty good deal. Now, here's one of the major reasons why I like YouTube so much, and that is it is the #2 search engine in the world. And of course, #1 is Google, who owns YouTube. So you can start to see the relationship and the connection that is really so deep. And then only 9% of businesses use this effectively. So that really opens the door for massive room for you to take advantage of this platform and really kind of take that opportunity to establish your credibility and really get on there before your competition does. Now, let's take a look at, the fact that there's 5 reasons that you really must be here and take advantage of the ability to kind of develop that use for your content. So the first is when someone is searching online videos, of course, get good ranking. Thank you, Google. You can show something versus say. Obviously, people like to consume visually. You can promote things like testimonials and other assets that, when you see somebody giving a testimonial, it is far more impactful than the words, which, some people think can be faked or duplicated or doctored a little bit. And it is the #1 kind of most powerful SEO, search engine optimized strategy because of its tight integration to Google. And another reason I really like this is it is a huge brand and authority builder. Stars are created on this platform and they are paid millions to be there. You can be so successful here that ad revenues become a major source of income. In fact, now with me, I am a Google partner or a YouTube partner. And so that is, of course, providing me with ad revenues now as well for my video content. So if you are an actor, if you're a speaker, a singer, a comedian, and you're wondering, should I get onto YouTube? The answer is yes. You need to start to showcase your talent and, of course, establish your credibility. If you take a look at some people that have, of course, gotten their start on YouTube, let's take a look at this guy. A lot of people might not know him. He is called Dane Bodegeimer. Now, he started a little show where he was just playing with two oranges, just being really a goofball. And he created a show called Annoying Orange, where he really just kind of vented things that he was annoyed about in society, driving, parking, pandemic, whatever. And he was, using the voices of these two little oranges. Well, he got picked up by the Cartoon Network, and they paid him $3.5 million for his show. He, of course, has over 6 million subscribers now. And that became an entire career just by venting. And with Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime really hungry and desperate for programming, forget about waiting for something to happen or for you to get picked up the traditional way. Just go out there, create it, and go and get it, okay? Because this is where it's getting looked at for content. Now let's take a look at some others who were discovered on YouTube. And they would be people like, I think you know this guy, Justin Bieber. He was 15 years old when he was discovered. And of course, there is Susan Boyle. Now, she, of course, won Britain's Got Talent. So people think that's how she got her notoriety. The answer to that is no. At the time, not a lot of people were watching Britain's Got Talent. It was YouTube that actually shot her to the top of the charts because she may have gotten some notoriety in the UK, but she became an instant world sensation with the most viewed video in history at that time, all because of YouTube. And at that time, it had 197 million views, which was massive. Now, then, of course, there's a lot of other people that have been exploded their authority, credibility, brand. And of course, the number one that really started to make that impact was when Psy came out with Gangnam Style. And that was the first video to, of course, reach that 1 billion views mark. Okay. And of course, there's some others that you might have heard of or remember. Grayson Chance. He was discovered on Ellen, and she found him on YouTube. And again, Carly Rae Jepsen was discovered that way, again, through kind of Justin Bieber. And then, imagine if your 8-year-old did toy reviews, right? And received $26 million in 1 year. And that's exactly what Ryan Kaji did. People are looking for talent here all the time. All righty. So what you want to start to take a look at is the fact that YouTube gets very top treatment in Google because people like to consume visually. And Google knows this, right? It's always moving videos to the top of the search because people are looking for how, not just consuming information. So, of course, by getting to the top of YouTube, that's where you can start to, of course, automatically be transported over to the world of Google. And again, because they are the number 1 and number 2 search engine where your audience and buyers are going and typing in what they want. And over the last 2 years, YouTube actually became one of the fastest growing sites, especially for people looking for how to. And when they're looking for things of that nature, they're looking for solutions, which means they're looking to buy in often the cases. And so this is going to give you the greatest competitive edge that you can dream of. Now, YouTube, of course, is also a fantastic research tool, and you're going to kind of start to see what this looks like. So here's a couple of my videos, or one of my videos there that started to appear over on the search inquiries. And of course, for a keyword like how to leverage social media for speakers, I started to rank number 1 for that. Now, leveraging YouTube for research is a really cool way to really tap into what is someone looking for. This is a great way too to determine what are you going to sell, what keywords are you going to use, things of that nature. So if you have an answer to something that people are looking for, you can get connections previously not possible. And what I like about this is when a person has watched a video, it increases the know, like, and trust factor, which ultimately turns them into a warm versus spending money on ads and having that be gone. One of my major programs, Quantum Leap Video, revolves around this exact premise. Why spend money on ads when you can develop search engine optimized videos? Even better, have us develop those for you. And your channel builds organically, which means 3 years down the road, you're still here. Unlike when you do an ad, that's it. It's gone if you stop or if you turn off your ad spend. Okay. Now, when you invest in a good search engine optimized or SEO video on the YouTube platform, this, of course, has long-term effects, even decades worth of value, because you're always going to be here, right? Google likes long-term partners who continue to deliver fresh content. So there's an example for how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. One of my videos is, of course, in position number 3, which is absolutely incredible. And you'll see here, I was going against videos that had 45,000 views and of a year ago. And at that moment, I had only posted the video a day ago, and at that time had 2 views. But it was so optimized that it couldn't be ignored. Now, let's take a look at the 5 must-have videos. Okay, and you want to take a look at which of these do I currently have, and then I'm going to hone in on ones that will give you your biggest bang for the buck right now. So the first, of course, is your home page, and then there's YouTube tips, landing page, a video email, and then an about me kind of highlight reel, right? So the ones I want to focus on, though, are those YouTube tip videos. You know, you can really use these not just here, but in video email. And of course, you're going to distribute all to your social media, which gives you the greatest kind of reach and impact from one piece of content. And that's why I really like focusing on a YouTube-based video. Now, when it comes to video optimization, I am going to give you the inside scoop here. I'm going to show you exactly what I do so that you can optimize all of your videos as well. So when you go in, of course, the very most important field is the title. Now, you'll notice here that it needs to be a SEO research title, search engine optimized. So there are tools out there that will help you to determine what is a good keyword-based kind of phrase that you should be optimizing. So if you go to bit.ly/YT in capitals buddy, so bit.ly/YT capitals for YouTube, buddy, BUDDY. That is going to take you to a tool, and it's free to use, and you can really start to kind of type in what you think you would like that title to be, and it's going to tell you if that title has value. This is one of the really cool ways to leverage kind of the ability for you to understand the value of a keyword, because this is all YouTube is looking for as a search criteria in order to deliver your audience to you. Now, the next important field is that description. So this is the SEO, search engine optimized research title, and a deeper description. So, you'll use the actual title in that description. You'll add some more content. You'll mention kind of the title again, and you'll move forward from there. And that's going to allow you to really take a look at and really give more for YouTube to bite on as far as that search engine optimization is concerned. All right, so you got your title and then you got your description. These are fields that are widely visible. So two things happen here. One is you just punch in any old title and description that you want. And of course, your video will get no attention whatsoever. Or two, you understand and see them and you punch in the right data. Now, the third element you really want to take a look at is that thumbnail. So as the video is being generated, it's going to automatically insert a selection. This isn't optimized at all. It can be anything, right, from the video. Sometimes it's a great grab and you're like, yes, I will go with that. But here's the key to that kind of field. And that is, as people are searching through the video selections that they have, let's say there's 20 videos on a page one of a search. Well, it's from that moment, they're going to be glancing at the title, but more importantly, glancing at the what do you call that? Glancing at that image that's there. Okay. So that's one of the important things you want to consider. So I would take the effort to create a optimized thumbnail. So, you got to get your kind of the dimensions of it. And this is an advertising piece. So it's important, like a book cover really is. And so you want to take a look at stuff like that. All righty. And again, if you take a look at my channel, you'll see examples of an effective thumbnail. All right. Oh, actually, here's a couple for you, for those of you watching on the visual portion of this. So there's Instagram marketing tips for small business. That's what that one looks like. Here's how to choose brand colors. That would be another video that I did. Here's one about how to reach millions with your message and things of that nature. Now, there is a more button at the bottom of all of this, and most people don't even know that it's there. And so it's completely skipped, and you move to the next step of video uploading. Here's the key, though. That's where the tags and the subtitles, and whether you want to monetize your video, for those of you who are like myself in the partner program, then that's where you establish and set up this information. If you do not select more, you cannot establish any of the keywords, and they call these tags in YouTube. You can't do that. And so then you are missing out on the most powerful element of uploading a video, period. And so that comes right there. So let's take a look at video optimization. And again, you can continue on to that bit.ly/uppercase YT and lowercase buddy. That is a free tool and often can go right in your Google Chrome. Now, the next element to optimize your videos is called a playlist. So the playlist is super important because it is the element that allows you to group like videos together so that when someone is playing a video, they go to a playlist. For example, Instagram, I have 11 videos in a playlist on Instagram. So when somebody goes now to the Instagram playlist, chances are they're going to watch that first video. If they like it, they're going to stay on the channel and they're going to watch the next video and watch the next video because it's going to auto play to that next video. You want to keep them on your channel as long as possible, again, to rapidly increase that know, like, and trust factor, but more importantly, ultimately click, especially if you're selling something, right? Or if you have a store or a shop, you do a video and then you say, let's say you're demonstrating a lip gloss or something, you would have that you would demonstrate it, you would talk about it, you would talk about the elements of it, and then it will click forward to the next for the end of the video, that call to action, which clicks them forward to your store. Now, after 3 or 4 videos, chances are they're like, man, I really got to get this, right? So you've educated them enough to make a decision in chunk-like matters. From that perspective. So there's what the playlist looks like. And then here is what the tag area looks like. You'll notice when you start to set up tags. So let's say some of my tags were internet marketing for small business, online branding, branded website development, social media marketing. Then you'll fill in the rest. And you'll notice here, when you leverage tools, you can actually get suggestions on what they should be, what those search engine optimized keywords should be. Okay. And here they are here. And here's again the thing. Now you have 500 characters in your tags area. So that's a lot of room for around 20 to 25 keywords. Use them all. Right? It's really important to fill that area effectively so that you have far more opportunity and chance to gain gain that kind of YouTube bandwidth based on the keywords, the more that they are there in some kind of manner. All right. Now, video optimization. So again, here's an example of kind of that, a keyword kind of element, right? So, how to create a tagline, value proposition, tagline hacks, unique selling proposition, tagline examples, brand development strategy, brand strategy design, branding yourself in business. These are elements of what somebody searches for when connected to that tagline. And of course, this is an example of one of my videos. And you'll see as well, when you're using a tool, then it will tell you, are you optimizing all of the things that you can be to upload that video? And you'll notice here, I get kind of 9 out of 10 for best practice completion. And I just don't add info cards at the end. I'm fine with using that end screen, which of course then leads them to the next video or a playlist. So that's kind of my strategy there. Okie doke. And so again, there's the use of and the possible use of the best practices and the tools that are available to tell you if you are optimized or not. Okay. And again, here's just another example of 8 out of 10. And sometimes you can add captions and things like that to take it to the next level. You just want to look at, especially when it comes to like subtitling your videos. That's a really great practice on a line right now. When people are scrolling, you just got to make sure it doesn't cover too much of your video or product if that's what you're trying to really feature. Okie doke. And again, it's just telling me I was a rock star in practices. Okay, so search engine optimization and keywords matter. It always has, right? For those of you who know my background, I started a software company in 1985 at the age of 19. I was on the internet in 1992. I've been leveraging search engine optimization, branding, websites since before it was even called the internet. I've worked with major corporations and kind of government agencies, all sorts of people, everything, from business startups all the way to major corporations and brands, right? And authors and speakers and things of that matter. And so many years, each year it comes out, somebody says keywords don't matter. Well, that is still not the case and never was, right? So if we take a look at here for Instagram marketing tips for small business, you'll see I did a search, and of course, here's the videos that were top ranking, right? You can see kind of their hits and their numbers and things of that nature. And then I posted that. I told you I just did a video called Instagram Marketing Tips for Small Business. You saw the thumbnail for it. And then I posted it up. Okay. And then if we take a look, there's an ad. As soon as you see an ad in a keyword term that you are using, you know you've got a very hot keyword if somebody is paying for that spot. Then you'll notice right here that same video is appearing, right? The same two videos appear, but then all of a sudden I punch into spot number 3, which is above the fold in a search. And this is for a very high ranking kind of keyword. And so you'll see there too, I have no views and I posted it 25 minutes ago. Again, YouTube just can't ignore it simply because it is so optimized. And that's what I do for all of my videos. And I do, of course, for clients as well, because it's really important, especially if you've taken the time to build content, that people actually see it. But more importantly, you can just use us and we'll build your content and you don't have to do anything. That's probably the better solution, given that most people are super busy. Again, here, how to leverage social media for speakers, another major keyword search term. I'm nowhere to be found. I post my video and you'll notice I hit number 1 spot there. No views 26 minutes ago. And so this is, again, just kind of taking you on that journey and the importance of optimization, right? Then you can do what you want with that YouTube video, right? You can take it and you can embed it into a show format, your own show if you'd like, and things of that nature. So what do people want? In general, they want funny animals, video game walkthroughs, how-to guides and tutorials, product reviews, celebrity gossip, vlogs, video logs, comedy sketch videos. And they're also interested in shopping sprees, unboxing something if you're doing like a product review, educational videos. Those are the types of videos I do, educational and how-to. Parodies, pranks. A guy is making $18 million and he is an 18-year-old doing pranks on, on stuff like this. And so usually you'll come under one of these categories, which means people want what you have. That's the important part to know about this, right? Okay. Now, again, there's my topics right there, how-to guides and videos. And then here are some examples of, how to set up a multi-day webinar on Zoom, how to set up a branding in Zoom. This is probably my number 1 video right there, is how to set up branding in Zoom. I've been doing Zoom for 12 years. As long as Zoom has been around, I was on Zoom. And of course, when the pandemic exploded, Zoom did too, right? And how to set up Zoom email reminders. So these are some of my popular videos as well. Now, what should their video length be? Viewers like to create 3 to 5 minutes and they like to consume 3 to 5 minutes. YouTube loves anything longer than 10 minutes. So it becomes a question of who do you want to please? And that's why the playlists are so important. If you have those 3-minute videos and you have 11 of them together to compose almost a 30-minute watch time, that's what YouTube likes, right? And so you just want to remember that. Now, the one thing to remember too is that every video should end with a call to action. So you want to end it with a trailer. So for example, I might close my videos with, hey, if you want to do anything further, you can go to the Science of Social Media. Do you need guidance? You can book a discovery call with me. And then of course I have my link, tracyrepchuk.com/calendar. Or do you want a free gift? And that's fastactionresults.com. And that leads people through my list building and landing page. So you want to physically say it in the video as well. You want to use those end screens that I talked about. Those are embedded as part of the setup. And this is what they look like. And you can see this in end screen. And in this case, once they've watched that one video, they go to how to define a target audience, right? And then of course to the playlist. And so that's what it looks like. And then you always want to ask them to subscribe to your channel as part of your setup and as part of your protocol for your channel. So that's really all I wanted to talk about to you today. And for those of you who wish to continue or take it another step, I have a program called Quantum Leap Video where you can visibly promote your authority, credibility, and status. Again, we just got a physical therapy client at number 3 for Little League Shoulder, and actually number 1 for Little League Shoulder in their city, which is what you want, right? You want patients in the door. They're searching for that actual help. And of course, there's my going live on Instagram TV. It's been my pleasure to serve you here today. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Reach Millions TV.